it's hot, it's warm. Ooh, ooh, look at our spread here. All the food got here. So look at this. This looks crazy. First time at a authentic dim sum restaurant in Hong Kong. Got all the good stuff. Yes. This is one of my favorites, the Cheung Fun. All right, let's dig in, y'all. Let's go. All right, so we're in an Asian mall here in Hong Kong called the Grand Waterfront, and malls in Asia always amazes me. The thing I love about Asian malls is that they double as, you know, an Asian restaurant food hall source, because in every Asian mall I feel like there's almost 50-50 ratio of food and shopping. So we're here to have some dim sum. My friend Haresh invited me to a little family lunch of his. So yeah, this is the Hong Kong dim sum restaurant, and as you guys know, dim sum is a Hong Kong cuisine and a Hong Kong must when you guys get here. So let's check it out. So dim sum should definitely be eaten for brunch, lunch, fresh, daily in the morning to lunchtime, because you want your dim sum nice, steamy, and fresh. So a lot of these Hong Kong restaurants, there's a roasted section, barbecue section. So we got the Hong Kong unk here, like traditional Hong Kong Chinese setups. There are the round family style tables, usually with Lazy Susans, but Lazy Susans are mainly for dinner time. And yeah, it's a pretty large restaurant. Usually for dim sum, the setups are pretty nice because dim sum is usually a social family event, generally luxurious. And look at these huge lobsters, guys. So these are some type of Asian Hong Kong lobsters. They don't look like the main red lobsters back home. And ooh, look at these spiny big crab. I don't know what these are, but it's a fresh seafood restaurant. Usually fresh seafood restaurants have dim sum in the lunch.
This is one of the best dim sum here in Hong Kong. So you must come to try the Jasmine Cuisine. They have lots of dim sum here, different kinds of dim sum, as well as Char Siu Pao, which is the barbecue pork bun, which is specialized in this restaurant.
Awesome, I'm excited. So you guys are gonna get an inside look of a Hong Kongese traditional local dim sum and Chinese restaurant here at the Grand Waterfront. Guys, so we're in Hong Kong right now, but if you were to ask me, you would have put me in this restaurant setting and asked me what the restaurant name was. If you gave me like 5 guesses, I would have guessed the name, but this restaurant is called Jasmine. I can't count on my fingers how many dim sum or Chinese restaurants I've been to all over the world called Jasmine, but yeah, another Jasmine Hong Kong dim sum restaurant. So this isn't my first rodeo at a dim sum, but my first rodeo at a Hong Kongese dim sum, and I'm very excited because a lot of great dim sum come from Hong Kong itself. And there are some dishes in this dim sum that are created here in Hong Kong. Some of them are like the Tim Ho Wan, like the crusted pineapple barbecue pork buns, among others. So this is the menu. The pictures are very welcome. All right, like dim sum, you kind of look at the little plates and you kind of mark it up to see how much you guys want to choose and eat. Yeah, but you guys will find hundreds of local dim sum spots all throughout Hong Kong, but this one is in the To Kwa Wan neighborhood, and this is where Haresh and his family is from, and where I'm actually located here in a hotel. So yeah, a local dim sum brunch spot, and it looks pretty luxurious and nice, guys. And as you guys can see, it looks like many locals here, and we got the lovely dim sum ladies riding down with the dim sum carts. This one looks pretty empty, but we'll see. All right, Mohit here has a message. He's actually a pilot, and he's actually the one who got me to Hong Kong. No, I'm kidding. He's just a pilot that we met. Haresh's cousin here.
Hi, how are you doing? It's Mohit here. You know, it's funny that you said that every Chinese restaurant is named Jasmine or something like that. It seems like every dim sum restaurant has either the words Jasmine or it's something Manor.
Manor?
Yeah. Maybe I'll start my own restaurant in New York called Jasmine Manor.
Yeah, Jasmine Manor. Manor or garden. Every Chinese dim sum restaurant seems to call it like Jasmine something garden. Yeah.
Jasmine Cuisine.
Jasmine Cuisine too. Yeah, comment down below your common dim sum restaurant names that you can think of.
Part of dim sum, this is what dim sum's all about. It's all about drinking tea and eating with people.
Yeah, it's a social event, like I said, usually meant to enjoy with family and friends. Okay, this is new to me, but I've seen this at a couple restaurants that I've been going to with some Hong Kong locals in Herrera so far. Usually back home, we just put the food in the plates and eat, but apparently here, they kind of clean the plates, right? Washing. So they wash the dishes before eating. So with hot water, you dip the teacups inside. This is like boiling water, hot water, steaming water. We're taking no risks here, no chances.
This is the extra safe. You must clean the bowls here. This is the Chinese traditional style.
All right, I'm gonna do a one bite on all these dishes. Let's try this with the hot mustard. That's a crispy skin, juicy pork, more lean than fat. I'll say it's like a 80-20 leanness of fat, which I like. The perfect ratio, I would say like 70-30. But ooh, that hot mustard is a game changer. It's more mustardy than hot. Ooh, that's juicy. Honestly, with Asian food, you could put so many sauces in front of me, but I always go back to the trusted and true Siu, is what they call it here in Hong Kong. Soy sauce works so well with pork. Oh yeah. Try the crispy pork belly, bro.
Crispy pork belly. Look at this.
Try it.
So good.
You look happy.
Yeah.
The barbecue in Hong Kong is great, insane. Yeah, it's crispy, huh? It's a big piece of pork belly. Look at it. Look at that umph. Drown in the soy sauce.
This was so good actually. It's I think 80% meat, 20% fat, and the skin is so crispy. And this is absolutely amazing. Must come to try this crispy pork belly.
How's the fried rice?
Really, really good. Amazing.
Better than New York Chinatown?
It's really good.
Prawns with barbecue pork, eggs, and vegetables. Ooh, this looks crazy. I love Yang Shao fried rice, guys. Wow. So this is char siu bao, the sweet baos. So we got 3 char siu because this is a popular item here, hot commodity. Spring rolls, fried chow mein with pork and vegetables, radish with XO sauce, sweet and sour pork, and then we got a bunch of char siu baos because these are popular, hot commodity.
These are barbecue pork chunk buns. You can change the voiceover, don't worry about it.
So you guys gotta remove the wrapper. So my first bite of a steam bao in Hong Kong. Let's try it out. Oh man, that is sweet sauce inside, but my favorite part of a bao is just the soft, spongy steam bun on the outside, nice and moist. It's like a pillow, a cloud from heaven. And you get this thick, come look at the sauce. This sauce is really thick, chunky, and sweet. And how I like the meat in the char siu bao is actually more lean. I don't like when it's just too fatty. This one's like a 80-20 leanness with the pork, maybe even 90-10. That's a near perfect steam bao. That's really good.
Good stuff. It really is. Just as you described it. Right amount of flavor and right amount of, it's not too fatty meat. The meat is not too fatty, which is just how I like it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Shrimp, yeah.
Look at that.
Shrimp lumpia.
Yeah. Some prawn spring roll.
Here, Jenny. You don't eat shrimp?
That prawn's super fresh, pops in your mouth. It's huge.
I should have told me you only got one.
Nice crunch from the spring roll, and then, oh man, that prawn starved the show. This is like a 10 out of 10.
The char siu bao. Look at it.
Oh, we got more? Wow. We got more. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
You think you're taking a video? She looks beautiful or what?
Huh?
She looks beautiful or what?
Yes, of course. How do you say beautiful in
Lang loi.
Leng loya? Leng loya. Yeah.
Wow, this char siu bao is really good. It's so soft and fluffy,
Yeah.
and the meat is sweet and really delicious.
Yes. What is this right here? This is a new dish. Haresh is showing me also some pretty new dishes and items in Hong Kong. Oh, I've had that before. That's a Siu Mai, but it looks really big. Yeah, that looks like a giant Siu Mai. What is this right here?
This one is Siu Queen. It's a special kind of dish wrapped with the bean curd.
Bean curd.
Inside there's some pork and some mixed vegetables.
Ooh. Guys, I am completely blown away by that prawn spring roll. It's nice, thin, crisp on the outside from that rice roll, and then maybe like rice paper, but then the prawn inside super fresh, huge, refreshing, and it's super crispy. That's a 10 out of 10 dish right there. Hong Kong style Siu Mai, so pork and shrimp dumpling with some crab roe on top. But this looks giant, guys. Look how big these are. Woo. Let me try one of the har gow before it gets stiff. This is one of the ones where you need to eat fresh. Dip in soy sauce
And chili sauce.
Yeah, I love doing the har gow with chili and soy. Different dim sum items I try differently, but this is a giant. All the dumplings here are giant, guys. Each of these bites are very delightful. So, the difference in this har gow is that there's like a couple pieces of shrimp inside the little pocket of rice. That's steamed. Rice on outside, super glutinous, chewy, spongy, fresh, like all dim sum should be. Guys, we're in Hong Kong at a fresh, family style, local Hong Kongese dim sum restaurant. So you're gonna expect all fresh, steaming, nice rice shells on all of them. Real delicious dim sum here. Woo.
On these shrimp dumplings, they do not skimp on the shrimp.
No, they
They
do not.
give you a big piece. They put 2 pieces of shrimp in there.
They do not skimp. And just visibly, like looking at the rolls, it's huge.
Look at the har gow. This is the shrimp dumpling. One of the popular dish in Hong Kong. Dip it with the soya sauce as well as the chili sauce. It goes well with the chili sauce and soya sauce as well. So let's try it.
That's how you know it's a huge piece. Haresh is taking a minute to chow it down, and I don't blame him. It took me like 20-30 seconds. It's a huge piece of har gow.
Yeah, they give you a huge piece of a har gow, and it's perfectly wrapped as well.
Yeah.
And it really goes well with the sweet soya sauce and as well as chili sauce. And this is a must try
Yes.
in Hong Kong.
Yeah. Yeah, I think some of the best Siu Mai and har gow are Hong Kong style. And Yang Xiao fried rice here. I love Yang Xiao fried rice. The rice grains, nice and crispy, just pops. This one with barbecue pork and shrimp. All fresh, of course. Yang Xiao fried rice, one of my favorite fried rice of all time. Even compared to Japanese, Vietnamese, Thai fried rice. Something about the oils in the Yang Xiao fried rice is very fresh, just pops in your mouth. All the shrimp and barbecue pork. Add a little soy sauce, and it's perfect. It's very well flavored, but I like all my fried rice super salty. Alright.
The noodle with the barbecue pork.
Grab this one. Gonna dip in some of the sauce. This is one of my all-time favorite dim sum items, but the one here in Hong Kong looks a little unique. It's a barbecue pork, Cheung in Vietnamese called bun up, and this one looks really unique. Let's just taste it. And it is unique. Just a thin glaze of that sweet soya, ever just so slightly. We get that barbecue pork inside. There's a lot of veggies inside, like lettuce, cabbage, I think. Ooh, chives. It's very herbaceous. I've never had a Cheung fun like this before. It's very herbaceous, a lot of herbs, veggies in there. It's very refreshing. I usually eat it with just shrimp, but that one's fire. That one's also one of my tops. I'm gonna give you guys all DBW scores at the end.
This one is a shrimp spring roll. Look at the shrimp.
Ooh, yeah.
They put lots of shrimp inside.
This is one of my
Cheers.
favorites. Yeah.
If you like soya sauce and chili, you also can dip it with the soya sauce as well as the chili, which makes it so flavorful.
Yeah. That's so crunchy. One of my favorite dishes here. Prawn spring roll. Oh my gosh. No words.
Siu Queen is a bean curd
Here,
wrapped with vegetables and pork.
So he says a bean curd wrapped with barbecue pork. Oh, it's pork inside. I've never had this before. Maybe it's a Hong Kong specialty.
And vegetables.
So it's kind of like a Cheung fun, but instead of wrapped with rice, it's wrapped with bean curd. But it's all about the texture with dim sum. There's a nice soup when I bite into this.
Yeah, it's nice soup.
It's almost like a bean curd shrimp dumpling, and I love the texture of the bean curd. It's nice and thin. It's like a rice roll, but super thin. Almost like a thin tofu skin, but soft and spongy, and you get spongy texture of the pork and shrimp in here. But the crunch comes from actually like the lettuce, cabbage in there, carrots. I'll say a lot of these Hong Kongese dim sum items are very refreshing. I'll say light, perfectly made with the proportions. Really good. Put some soy in there. Fire. And like that soup and sauce is almost like a tea leaf soup sauce. Really good. All right, my first Siu Mai experience in Hong Kong. One of my favorite dim sum items. Let me take a bite without soy sauce. This is huge. I could barely pick it up. One of the biggest Siu Mai I've seen. Take a bite. So right off the bat, I can smell it when I bite into it. There's a lot of shrimp in here, it's very shrimpy, but equally as meatball-y. Look at this, huge piece of pork in here. It's very even. It tastes just as much shrimp as I do pork. And the dumpling itself, ooh, a nice spongy, perfectly steamed. And I always like to do a little soy and chili with my Siu Mai. And this is the soy they gave us, not regular sweet soy or soy. It's like a sweet soy already. That's fire. All of these dim sum items are perfectly steamed, spongy, glutinous. And that one was huge, meatball-y and shrimpy. That was amazing. But I am a fiend for sodium. I really do need that extra salty regular soy. I'm gonna ask you again, compared to New York.
This is your quintessential Hong Kong dim sum experience. Truthfully, I don't know if I could have dim sum outside of Hong Kong after this. It's really good.
Yeah.
Recommendation. I want to thank Haresh for the recommendation here.
Yeah, so this is Haresh's local spot recommendation.
Yeah, this is one of the best spots to eat the dim sum. And also, you must try it with the soya sauce and chili sauce, which makes it really flavorful. So let's try the Siu Mai.
Super fresh shrimp, super fresh pork meatball in there. Very well balanced, huge Siu Mai. You get like 2 Siu Mai's in one. In the hard gao, it's like 2 hard gaos in one. So one thing about the Hong Kong dim sum, huge. Absolute madness. It's ginormous. I just ate 5 shrimp in there. Like, I tasted 5 individual small shrimp tails in the hard gao. Super fresh, no seafood. Shrimpy taste or funk from all this, just super fresh, delicious texture, crunchy from shrimp, soft glutinous, spongy from the rice shell. Woof! Hong Kong dim sum, there's nothing to be played with. My first time trying this Hong Kong style barbecue pork, Cheung fun, and also they're very symmetrical. Like some of the ones I've had back home, they're just in a dish, like stuffed on one dish, but this one is in little cubes. It's almost like a Cheung fun burger. I see what they did there. It's usually the Cheung fun I've had is just soft, spongy, a little bit of shrimp for the pop. So many texture with this barbecue pork has, crispy pop from the skin itself, and then the cabbage, the veggies gives it more of a crisp. That's an interesting first time experience trying that Cheung fun veggies in it. I've also never tried this. It kind of looks like a coconut. Oh, and it's warm. It's hot. And there's pudding inside here. I wonder what kind of pudding. Might be tofu. Looks very interesting. It's in a little dish bowl. Alright, so I'm gonna try a piece of this. It's like some type of pudding dessert. It is tofu. It's like a tofu pudding, but I taste a lot of coconut in there. It's like a coconut tofu pudding. It's confusing because the tofu is really soft, but I'm expecting like a tofu taste, but I taste a lot of coconut. It's like a coconut flavored tofu pudding, and anything with coconut in is gonna hydrate you, so that's welcome. That was really good. That was interesting. I've never had something like that before, but first time in Hong Kong. Trying great new dishes here, and that's really good. Coconut pudding. Yeah, they recommended it to us.
They recommended this coconut pudding to us. Let's try it now. The coconut pudding is really soft actually, and it's so flavorful and gives it a coconut flavor.
Yeah.
Actually, it's incredible.
Very good. The texture, nice and slippery, soft. Dim sum's all about texture, guys. Yes, there's so much going on in my taste buds right now. That's why they give you tea at dim sum spots, because it's a good palate cleanser and soothes all the flavors, because you get a little spiciness, sweetness, savory, some oils, depending on which dim sum spots, more or less oils than others, but there's going to be some, natural and, and oils within a lot of the dim sum items. So tea really helps wash everything down. So so this is a jasmine green tea. I mean, it's called jasmine. The green tea is very rambunctious. It tastes a lot of that green tea. For some reason, green tea to me tastes somewhat like fishy. And let me know if you guys think the same, but it tastes a lot like the green tea, but the tea leaves really soothes it, your taste buds down, and it really cleanses the palate with a nice hot drink. Oh, Haresh flinched a little bit when the custard came out.
This is a custard bun actually.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Wow. This is really soft and fluffy.
Alrighty, so after all that food, even though we're very full, there's always room for dessert. So this is considered a dim sum dessert. It is the gold crusted. I wonder how many carats this is. Ooh, it's hot, it's warm. Ooh. I'm just gonna bite it, but it is the sweet egg yolk bun. Let's take a bite. Oh yeah. That is very good. So the bun itself has a slight sweetness from it, but it's very fluffy. The egg yolk is actually savory itself in nature because it's an egg yolk, but there's like a sweet custard on it that makes it like a salty and sweet and savory egg yolk inside. So it's like a sweet and savory dessert. This one, I would say, is very balanced. It's not too salty, not too sweet. And I just love all the dim sum buns. It's so soft like a pillow. Natural sweetness from, the yeast in the steam bun. And it's amazing. You know me, I love dessert. It's also a 10 out of 10 dish. Perfectly made egg yolk bun. Great Hong Kongese dim sum here at Jasmine, the local spot here, and I believe they're a chain, right?
Yeah,
there's a lot of these locations all over Hong Kong, but it kind of reminds me of like because there's Tim Ho Wan back home, which is a Hong Kongese dim sum restaurant. Kind of reminds me of more like local Tim Ho Wan restaurant with similar Hong Kongese dishes. Like I said, you get dim sum anywhere, but in Hong Kong they have a lot of Hong Kong specialty dim sum dishes and items that I haven't tried before, and I tried them for the first time here. It's delicious. Finger licking good. When you start dancing, they did something right. It's one of the best egg yolk buns I've had. I'm gonna try this fried radish dish here. Has some bean sprouts in it, some sauce. Looks very interesting. Whoa. How do they make it taste like that? I don't know if it's deep fried or fried, but it kind of tastes like a different texture potato. Like it doesn't taste like potato itself. but it's a vegetable, it's a radish, and there's little pieces of pork inside. But the texture and the feel of it is almost like a big potato wedge or hash brown. That's interesting. And there's like slight saltiness from the outside, so it tastes like a radish, salty, savory, potato-ish, but there's like a piece of pork inside. It confused my taste buds. I also rate that very high because one of my first, if not few times having this dish. It's very good here. Radish, it's almost like a potato consistency, but a little bit more salty with all the Asian XO sauce on there, and little pieces of barbecue pork inside to give it a more savory kick. All these dishes are three-dimensional, multi-dimensional, because so many, you know, parts, moving parts in a dim sum dish, like steamed rice shell, you know, the meat inside, the sauces, the veggies, but it's all packed in one little piece, and that's the beauty of dim sum, because this little piece here, like, it has all these vegetables, sauces, little barbecue pork bits inside, which takes a lot of effort to make each piece. Like the barbecue pork, you know, you got barbecue pork honey glaze, and then I don't know how they make like that radish like that, but then they put all the sauces, veggies. So that's the beauty of dim sum, multi-dimensional and little bite-sized pieces, pockets of happiness and love. If you guys want, you can split it up and then make it into like a little soup here of the bean curd. Oh, so this is the filling, pork, and this is also one of my first time trying this bean curd dish. I'll say filling in this one though, it's way more pork than shrimp. They are a chain, so they have a bunch of locations, 9 throughout Hong Kong. So yeah, pretty nice restaurant. Cuisine.
This is one of the popular restaurants here in Hong Kong. Dan really enjoyed the food here, and this is a must try.
Yeah.
And we welcome Dan to Hong Kong.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So he's showing me some of his secret staples and spots here in Hong Kong, and they've been pretty great so far. So we had a successful first Hong Kongese dim sum brunch here at Jasmine Cuisine. It was a really nice place for Hong Kong restaurant standards. A nice restaurant like this. What we paid for was a pretty good deal, and obviously the meal will vary by which dim sum items you got, but we did the math with all the conversions. It was, for that whole spread of food, $115 US, which was like less than $20 per person because we had 6 people there. So that's actually a pretty good deal for dim sum in Hong Kong. And yeah, we got a great meal. I would give it a DVW score of 9 out of 10. We had a lot of new, great, delicious Hong Kong treats, desserts, and foods. Some of the standouts to me were the new items I've had, which were like that crispy shrimp prawn. The baos were all delicious, and that yolk bun dessert at the end was amazing. So yeah, guys, successful lunch here at Jasmine Cuisine. So follow us along for more Hong Kong food adventures. Let's go.